Hey everyone, Randy here. Welcome to the Darq Project, which is all about rekindling my passion for writing and bookish things and sharing some tips and tricks with you all along the way. And it's raining like hell, so enjoy the pitter-patter ASMR, I suppose. Hopefully my phone holder will hold. And I am on my way to get my younger son from school, and then we're doing the book fair before picking up the older kid from his after-school activity thing. So, this video is going to be more on the bookish and reader side of things than writing things, because a few days ago, well, about a week ago now, actually, I had something moderately catastrophic happen that should not have been as serious and catastrophic as it was. For a long time, I have been reading digitally, primarily using the Kindle app on my phone. And you know that it's got that stupid reading insights tracker thing that unfortunately, if you've updated the app past a certain point, you can no longer remove the reading insights. So it's always there staring you in the face. Everybody loves a good tracker here and there, but after reading for, I would have to say, it was well over 100 days. I want to say it was like 130-ish days in a row. I was feeling extremely exhausted and did not feel well, and went to bed at the time I usually go to bed, and woke up the next morning. Not even completely the next morning, actually. It was at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up to go to the bathroom because I've had 2 children and drink a lot of water, and that's just how things go sometimes. And I was overcome with a sense of panic, heart palpitations, freaking out. And as soon as I was done going to the bathroom, I went and opened up the Kindle app on my phone. I was so tired when I laid down that I hadn't even read a single page. Not a single page. And that means that my lovely, glorious, look at how astute and bookish and readerly I am number was down to 0 days in a row. That was absolutely devastating to me. For no real reason. Because honestly, who sees those numbers except me? Nobody. Why should I care? I shouldn't. And it got me assessing that some trackers may not have the best interest of our mental health in mind. I realized that for a long time, I had been forcing myself to at least open the app and scroll through a page or two, even if I wasn't completely invested in what I was reading, just for the sake of having the tracker continue to roll over. I am more of a binge reader. I don't have the amount of spare time that I used to have before having kids and all of these other obligations like job and 5 various side hustles, and maybe someday I'll get back into the dating scene. Highly unlikely with the way things are looking right now. But you never know. I mean, a girl can think that maybe she's worthwhile, but maybe not. You never know. And I love how people here honk because I'm not going to yank out into traffic in my minivan and get sideswiped. It's my favorite. I'm from New York, by the way, so if you saw the finger, which you probably did, yeah, I'm big on that here. It's probably going to get me killed. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? So, realized that I was scrolling through things that weren't necessarily being absorbed. It was just making the tracker roll over for another day. binge reader. I like to sit down and consume a big chunk of a story all at once. It sticks in my brain better that way instead of piecemealing, reading like 5, 10, maybe 20 pages at a clip. If I can get 50 or 100 pages all in a go, awesome, amazing. That will stick with me much better and make it a lot easier when in a day or two I have time to do the same than if I just scroll through a couple of pages a day. I also realized that a lot of the things that I was reading, I may not have been completely interested in them. Primarily because I look back on like a 200-ish page random like paranormal romance book, which I enjoy them. I know they're not to everybody's taste, but I call them brain candy instead of calling them trash because they're fluffy and low effort and they have a happy ending and everything's good, and sometimes you just need some comfy cozy in your life, right? So anyway, realized that it took me probably about a month to read that 200-ish page book, and I couldn't remember the names of the characters, half of what had happened. So was I really engaged with it? Was it really worth it? And the answer is no, I was not. All in the interest of meeting my gold star with the number on the Kindle app rolling over and getting bigger every day. So now that has broken, my reading and book consumption horizons have vastly opened up in that I'm almost completely through an audiobook, which I wouldn't have bothered to take the time with before because that doesn't count in the Kindle app as reading. It's through the Audible app, so it's a totally different thing. And I hope that doesn't have a tracker. I have not looked. I don't care. But I have been listening to The Elf Tangent is the name of it, and I cannot remember the author's name. Lindsay Baroker, maybe? And it's interesting, it's cute, there's a lot of cliches in it. I don't want to say it's romantic-y, maybe it technically is. It's definitely got kind of a romantic subplot going on. I like it, it's fun. The banter back and forth between Aldari, the main character, and Hawk is really enjoyable. I like it a lot. I love her bodyguard and all the other side characters. It's enjoyable and it's fun, and I wouldn't have even bothered to take the time to indulge in an audiobook if I was still hung up on, oh no, I gotta read a couple pages in the Kindle app so that I get the number to get bigger, right? And on top of that, now I can start looking at my physical TBR list, because for the longest time I've said, I really want to read this book I have on the shelf, but if I read the book on the shelf, it's not going to count in the tracker app. So I just wasn't. And it seems like a totally inane and mundane thing to be hung up on, but it made me realize that I had a lot of things like that were affecting me daily. The other two are a little bit different, like logging into What in Hell is Bad, which is an R18 otome game, and yeah, we won't go into that and things. But you log in daily and you get goodies and consumables added to your account. So I do that, do a couple of the daily quests, flip through a couple of things of the story, move on with my life. The other thing is Duolingo, which I did decide after assessing a few other subscriptions that I have that I am going to continue with that, because then the kids get their own account and we have the unlimited retries, so all three of us can all be doing whatever we want on there at the same time. It doesn't affect anything. And there's not the, oh, well, I have to watch 1 million ads and I only get 3 screw-ups before I'm done and have to wait to continue learning. No. So that is going to get renewed in April because I find that worthwhile. But anyway, back to the point. Losing my Kindle streak was probably the best thing that could have happened to me as far as the health of my ability to continue to read and enjoy what I'm reading. So you might want to take a look at all of those little insidious things in your day that you're like, oh, this is just part of my everyday life. And reassess if maybe they really should be or not. If you've had anything like this happen, let me know. And I hope that you all enjoyed the little chatty, bookish, but not writing related blog. And let me know what you think of the hair color change, since we're obviously not back in black anymore. Talk to y'all next time, guys. Keep writing and take care of yourselves.